Hey, tornadoes don't shoot lasers!
It's plasma!
Yes.
I'll kill both of you. Hello everyone, welcome to Tokunommentaries. I'm Austin.
And I'm Christian.
And today we're talking about Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
2019. The 2019 version. They have the American version in 1956, right? Or 55.
Don't ever interrupt me ever again. Yeah, we're talking about all things King of the Monsters. We're going to talk about that, and we have a little bit of news to go into, and then we're just going to sign out after that. But first, thank you so much for checking us out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of our podcasts and stuff like that. Also, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Tokunommentaries, where we have commentary tracks for all the movies, shows, and other whatever
you want, it's probably on there.
It's probably on there, including this movie, which you're going to see a clip for right now.
Can't stop! Dude, why are they being so mean to Kevin? Professional. Kevin could be weird.
Okay, other than that, at the Patreon, if you do the Kaiju tier, you get an exclusive movie or show all to yourself. Latest one.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Pacific Rim Job.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'll meet you at the table.
We're also doing the second Pacific Rim around the same time.
Uprising.
Uprising.
That doesn't exist. What do you mean?
It also coming out.
Yeah.
There wasn't
The
a
one
second
we don't talk
Pacific
about?
Rim.
Yeah, there is no other Pacific Rim.
There's only Pacific Rim.
We're gonna watch that for you.
For you.
Not for. I don't want to watch it. You guys want to watch it?
I kind of want to watch it.
Okay, well,
I want to see how bad it is.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you guys so much for supporting us. On to the news.
Yes, news.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Great day.
Ah, thanks.
One of your favorite Rangers of all time. You've met this
I'm
man.
not sure if he's one of my favorite Rangers.
But you met the guy.
Okay, yeah. Well, who are we talking about?
Austin St. John.
Yeah.
Recently. Within summer of last year or so.
Okay.
Maybe fall. You can double check me on that.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I just know what you're talking about. Just continue.
There was he got into a little bit of trouble.
Controversy?
A little bit of controversy
Yeah,
over some finances.
Yeah.
Stealing from the government kind of stuff. That whole thing has kind of trickled out.
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
cares about it anymore?
really,
Old news.
Old
Give me
news.
some current news.
Well, there was the Austin St. John and Jason David Frank's son thing that happened.
That was awesome.
That was cool. For those who don't know, Austin St. John promoted. What's his son's name? Crap.
I'm blanking.
JDF's son.
JDF's son.
We can put his name up there, that's okay.
Yeah, and promoted him as his son's trying to sell off some of JDF's old stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going to go into helping his son pay for a house and all that stuff. Really good cause. Unironically, go check it out. We'll put a link to his stuff in the description or right here or whatever. It's a really good cause, actually. Despite what we're about to talk about, it has nothing to do with JDF's son. This is all St. John stuff. But
yes,
unironically, that stuff is really cool. Go check that stuff out. It's a really good cause. If you can support it, that would be really cool. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Happened a month ago. Austin St. John. He was like, "I've done such a cool thing. I can't wait to put Hitler quotes on T-shirts."
I'm sorry.
So then he started.
Explain some of this.
So Austin St. John came out with a clothing line, right? And on this clothing line, there's a bunch of historical figures with quotes on them.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
There are some. I believe there's like some presidents, some famous people on there, and I guess Hitler's pretty famous.
He is famous.
So he made a shirt with Hitler quotes.
What Hitler quotes?
None that I'm gonna say on none that I'm gonna say on this podcast.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
All right,
You put that one?
you can do your research yourself. The point is,
why does he make that decision?
Why did he make that decision?
Why did he make the decision for the first thing?
I don't know.
Well, that first thing is easy to make that decision.
Look,
The other thing is that it's really got to be like a conscious decision to make.
It was
I want to do this
absolutely
in the
one.
public eye.
I do not. Look, you can go do your own research. It's not for us to talk about. We, the three of us, are too dumb to really go into that kind
I
of
guess
stuff.
that's true.
It's terrible. Everyone agrees on that.
Correct.
It's not. Don't put Hitler quotes on your merchandise.
Yeah, Austin St. John, since you're watching.
Come on, Bubba. What are we doing?
Come on, man, I want to like you.
I want to like you so bad. You put Hitler quotes on a
Really
T-shirt.
hard.
Look, I mostly want to bring this up because it brings up a excellent point of discussion
Okay.
of cancel culture and how it affects our little niche.
Okay.
Because this isn't the first time a Ranger actor has gone into some controversy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ricardo Mendes Jr., there was Samuel Benta, there's been a couple, right?
Yeah.
And it brings up this conversation of what do we do as a community, you know? And it's I feel like we take these people, like these actors, singers, whatever, these famous people, we put them on a pedestal, and it allows things to be gotten away with. And I don't believe we should let this go unnoticed.
Yeah, I mean...
Because there are been...
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, like... I'm not saying boycott this man. That's not what I'm saying. That's not for me to decide. That's not for your... It's not our job. What I'm saying is, please take into account, you know, he's doing these things. They're not good. They're harmful to people, and he's still doing conventions.
Yeah. I don't know.
Basic thing is, I just want to leave off on.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to talk about that. We acknowledge it. We don't support Austin St. John and his actions. I do not recommend buying his merchandise.
But we still have Power Rangers.
But we still have Power Rangers.
We always will.
And other Power Rangers do not support this either. I am very aware of this as well.
Yeah.
Other Power Rangers do not support this as well. I'm not going to name any names. That's not the purpose of this.
Yes.
The point is...
Yeah.
Come on, Austin.
Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin.
Sorry. Moving on to other things. Just a couple quick things. Boom Boom just started airing.
Yes! I haven't seen it yet, but it looks fun. Looks like a fun...
I saw the first episode. It's classic Sentai.
Yeah. I like some classic Sentai.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I haven't watched it. I'll watch it by the time we get
If you like a fun, goofy, old Sentai, you're gonna like this. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Ignore the face problem.
You don't look at the face.
Don't look at them in the eyes.
The rest of the suit's cool. I personally am a big fan of it.
Okay.
The helmet's not my favorite, I'll be honest. But we'll move on. We've already had this discussion on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure we have,
Yeah.
but well.
This is a continuous fight. We have this every day.
Other than that, just Tokunommentaries stuff. We're watching King Ojit right now.
Yes, we are.
We're almost done with that. It's a very good series. Look forward to that. Other than that, you want to get into the movie?
Yeah, we can get straight into the movie.
All right. So, this is the third movie in the MonsterVerse series. This is a big movie. I remember it coming out, and there was a lot of promotion about it, a lot of hype around it. A lot of people were like, it's better than 2014, all that kind of stuff.
I agree with that statement.
All right.
Well, let's get into the rundown of the movie.
Okay.
So we start off in San Francisco, 2014, with main character
Andrew! Sorry.
Andrew! Yeah, he's looking for his lost son. We don't know where he went. Never find out in the entire movie.
Have you seen this movie?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. He's dead. That's very sad. But kind of goes into the backstory of why he's all depresso expresso, and him and his wife is divorced. And Millie Bobby Brown chose mom. Which is a iffy decision. We come to find out. But then we, do you have anything about the San Francisco scene?
Not yet.
Nothing. Okay.
Not
Then we
that
go
one.
to Mothra. We find out is where Mothra is being kept.
It's in.
It is in China.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm
Not San
not.
Francisco.
Yeah, I was like,
Next
I remember. Yes, we go to the next scene, and it's Billy Bobber Brownington,
scene. And her mom.
and her mom.
What's her name?
No,
Okay.
played by X lady.
Yeah.
Look, I want to get into it, but not yet.
We'll get into it. We'll get in.
The point is that they're in China.
Yeah.
They're doing research on a egg,
Yeah, big egg.
big egg. It hatches. It's
Hey, Mothra!
a mom baby.
Yeah. How'd you think about Mothra's larva form?
Whatever. It's a big worm.
It's a big worm. I thought it was pretty cool. I like
Look,
the bioluminescence of it. I think it's really cool.
Oh, that's kind of a thing we can talk about right now.
Yeah.
I was like, the show, or sorry, this movie plays with color a lot.
It does. It's very colorful.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I will say, visually, it looks better than 2014. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm. You can see the monsters.
Don't start with it.
We've already had that fight.
No, but yeah, I think Mothra, I think her bioluminescence cool in the scene.
Mhm.
We kind of see what Monarch's been doing. They still suck. They're just looking at the monsters, not really doing anything about them.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also really cool about the scene is that it plays a little snippet of Mothra's theme from the show series, and they do it more, but it's from the show series. And you've never actually heard it, but it's actually a beautiful scene. I'll show it to you at some point. But it's really cool. That was like my childhood. I loved Mothra's song.
Mhm.
My mom has, we can put this on Patreon exclusive if we want to. My mom has recorded me when I was 6 singing the Mothra song. And it's adorable. She has it as her ringtone for me, which is really cute.
Like you singing it?
Yeah. Aww.
So what I'm hearing is that's going in the video.
Maybe. No, it's not going in the video. I won't put it in the video. But I'll put it in
Why
the
not?
Because.
Why not? Are you afraid?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not gonna do that one, then at least put what the actual one is.
Can you give us a little demonstration?
No,
Give me like 2 seconds.
I don't want to.
Okay.
You don't like singing on.
We'll add it in post.
What is your favorite category?
Oh.
So the next scene.
What is the next scene? Then we go to Mark and
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo. Yeah,
He's in the movie.
he's in the movie. Actually, no. We go to the courtroom scene with the Mark and what they've been doing. Dr. Serizawa.
I like how they just leave.
They do just leave.
They're
do that
just like, shh, you're fucking bugs. And they're like, oh, alright.
Ah, shit, we gotta go.
Anyways.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Dr.
Dr. Serizawa.
Sarah
Zawa.
Zawa.
Serizawa.
Played by...
Ken Watanabe.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was like,
First off, one of the most iconic characters from this series, no doubt.
one of the most iconic characters in Godzilla lore. I mean, Dr. Serizawa was the one who killed the first Godzilla.
Sure, but like Ken Watanabe's
Oh, yeah.
portrayal of this character has been memed to death.
I love it. He did a great job.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's great.
And also, he does a great performance.
It's a great performance. I love his character in this movie. He has one of my favorite character moments of the entire Monsterverse in this movie. You kind of shout on a little bit, but that's fine.
I shout out him for not for him.
Didn't hurt my feelings at all.
Did I really?
No. So next scene you go into is they meet Mark, whatever, right? And then we go to Godzilla's observation base. I can't remember right now, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. How was that scene? How'd you like the scene with Godzilla?
So okay, so the scene where like they're on the deck, right?
Yeah.
Or not?
Not the deck.
You know what I'm talking
the
about.
control room.
They're in there
Mhm.
and they're just like what's his name? Mark. It's like, raise the window. I want to see his. I want to see his fat ass.
I want to see his goosey up close.
I want to see that shit. If there's anything I can take away from this movie, I wish I saw it in theaters.
Yes, oh my god.
Because seeing this seeing just Godzilla just in the back, just swimming, and then him parking like a nice like submarine length away. Good stuff. And then like the jump scare.
The jump scare is yeah. Unnecessary Godzilla.
Unnecessary jump scare.
It was rude.
But so cool.
It was so cool. Plays the color again there.
No. Again, these are cool scenes.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Then we go to Antarctica.
Yeah, we do.
So and the Antarctic scene where Emma, that's her name.
Yeah,
Her
it
mom's
is.
name. It's Emily Barbara Brown's mom's name.
Yeah. Yeah.
She takes the detonator, waking up King Ghidorah, and Mark's all like, "Come over here," and then she doesn't. Blows it up.
She blows it up.
Because
she
she's
frees.
secretly evil.
She frees King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
The devil.
Well, she doesn't know he's the devil yet.
Oh
Because we're gonna get into it.
Do we want to do it
So
now?
yeah, I think it's a good time to do it. This is the point of betrayal, right? So
It's been 17 minutes. You're already trying to kill each other. It's great.
I just want to get into it. I just want.
Well, fine. She has this whole betrayal that she's secretly a bad guy for stupid reasons. I'll admit. I think she's the weakest link of this movie. I think her reasons for doing the things she does in this movie are very flat and stupid. Best word I can say. But I don't think she's that bad to make the movie bad. I don't think she is. I think she is justified. I get her reasoning. I don't think she's justified, but I get her reasoning why she does it, and I get why she messes, like, the issue with what she did and how she did it. Right? Waking up the monsters and then realizing, oh shoot, Ghidorah's like a really bad one, and then it wakes up the rest of the monsters. That wasn't her plan. What is your issue with her, Austin?
First off,
Yeah.
it was her plan to free all the monsters.
Not one by one. It was her plan to free all the monsters.
Yes.
Not all at the same
Her
time. so people
plan
wouldn't
was to
time.
have the world overtaken by monsters.
Yes. But letting people get the safety. Most people.
Exactly. Most people.
Yeah. She's an eco-terrorist. They don't care about people, they care about the environment.
Yes. That's terrible.
That's the whole thing. She's a bad guy. She's not meant to be a hero.
But, no. Okay. First off, Emma, played by whatever actress. I don't care. She's terrible. I don't like her actress. I think she does a bad job. I don't like the writing on her. I think they do a bad job. The point is like she's like this psychotic ego terrorist and stuff like that, but they try to play her off as a sympathetic character. That's where it goes wrong.
How do they play off a sympathetic character?
They give her multiple chances to be like, look what you did. Even like the bad military man, whatever his name is.
I don't remember his name.
I don't know. He has like 3 lines. He's like, so like, okay.
Yeah.
Go with me here, okay?
Yeah.
First scene of the movie with Mothra, right?
Mothra, yes.
The goon squad breaks in,
Yeah.
okay, led by generic military old man, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking to myself, oh, this guy's the villain. This guy's the bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
No, that's
He's
like
a bad
yes.
He's a bad guy. He's not the bad guy.
He might as well say Goldar on the front of his shirt. Not even that. More like a squat.
He's a squat.
Alright?
I don't know. I think he's more like a Finster.
You're right. He's ass. I mean, no one cares about
I
him.
love Finster. Things suck.
So it's set up that he's a right. You can't deny that, right? If you're a new viewer,
Yeah, he's a villain.
Okay.
So this guy's gonna.
this guy's the main villain.
Yeah.
Okay. He comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Come here, lady. I'm gonna kidnap you." And then she's like, "No, we're friends." Off screen, by the way.
Yeah, no, we don't find out until Antarctica.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't find it out until they're leaving Antarctica,
With their friends.
going on to the Rhodians, which we're talking about.
Which is dumb. I kind of wish that he just had them at gunpoint and then made it all. If that happened, it would just make this one character the eco-terrorist.
Yeah.
Which is what they set up. They fucking said it at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, this guy's an eco-terrorist.
Yes!
Yeah, he is.
But he's not!
He is.
No, he isn't.
He is a good
The actions that he takes is not that.
He doesn't do anything.
He tries to, he tells her off. He's like, what we're doing, this is too much.
No, but literally,
Yes, he does!
Thing in that scene, I know the scene you're talking about. He literally says, "That's not what we had planned, but it works." That's what he's trying. That's what he's saying in that scene.
We conveyed it poorly.
He's saying, "Oh, well, we wanted to open up one by one, but well, this still leads us to the same conclusion. We just kill more people. Oh well, environment still gets saved." But it really doesn't care about.
You know what? Hold on. Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
It saves the environment. How?
So
how does
the
that?
Titans give off different radiation than like what we think radiation is. A different kind of radiation. Their radiation actually helps the plants around them grow and Earth heal itself.
Sure. So what are they planning on doing?
Releasing them? Like it showed scenes of San Francisco.
No. I'm meaning afterwards. What happens when
live with them?
What the fuck?
Looks like you got a giant monster coming. Everyone just kind of get in your bunkers. It's like a tornado.
Hey, tornadoes don't shoot lasers!
It's plasma!
Yes.
I'll kill both of you. My point is that her plan is dumb. Generic military man plan is dumb.
Okay, I agree.
They are dumb. They're not good plans. Thanos, because that's the one you compared her to, Thanos, one, is not a redeemable character, just like she is, which they try to redeem her. You can't deny me that.
They did. They did try to redeem her.
You cannot redeem eco-terrorists. They're trying to wipe out. You cannot redeem terrorists. When you're look, if you want to have a show where you talk about like terrorism and like all that kind of stuff, there are mature ways to handle those situations. They should not be in your fucking giant lizard movie that is centered around selling toys to children.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? Look.
Yes.
I don't like their plan.
It's a bad plan.
I don't like Emma as a character. She genuinely ruins half the movie because we keep cutting back to her just being like, well, that sucks.
Guess we'll just continue our plan.
I guess we'll just keep going.
I get you. I understand.
You know, maybe after King Ghidorah we'll get it right on the second try.
Yeah.
Instead, we release the fucking Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what their actual plan was, because I do bring up a good point, like, what do they do after the monsters hang around? It works out for them, because the monsters are open and out by the end of the movie, right? But Godzilla contains them and controls them, puts them back in their little homes, they stay in their little areas, they don't go anywhere, right?
Sure, but they had
They didn't know that was going to happen.
Not only that, I don't even think Emma mentions Godzilla at any point during the film.
I don't think she does. I don't think she does.
It's not even a part of her plan. She's just hoping that all of the monsters that they release are just gonna vibe.
Yeah.
Just hang out and just be like, all right, guys, we're gonna be here. You guys chill over there. All right, dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's her plan.
Well, I think the whole thing of the movie is about coexistence with Titans, right? And I think that's what the plan was. Is after they get done, they would just coexist with the Titans.
They were just like, oh, we'll just be friends after
Well,
this.
that's how they did, like the ancient people that they go in Atlantis. And
Yeah, but there's more than just. Oh, we'll be besties.
Yeah, the issue is like
And
Emma
also-
doesn't know about any of that stuff or that part.
Yes, I know. That's what makes her dumb.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm mad because this is.
I'm just saying it calmly.
I'm explaining it calmly to you because you're scaring
You're
me.
scaring me.
You're scaring. I'm mad because I want to like this movie
Yeah.
because half the time this movie is fine to great, but the moment you cut to Millie Bobby Brown, who is nothing in
She
this
doesn't
movie,
really do a lot.
she does.
Just screams
Yeah, she screams
and runs.
and runs.
That's what she does. I can tell you a single line that she said.
I couldn't either. I couldn't tell you anything Emma
She called her
said.
mom a monster one time.
She did do that.
It's
To
true.
be fair, she is.
Accurate.
Secondly,
Yeah.
Emma's in there, and obviously you have my feelings about that.
Yes, I think that has come across.
Okay. And thirdly,
Okay.
nothing gets done during those scenes.
That's true. They just talk about how bad her plan is.
Yeah.
I agree. I went
So
into
a
the
third.
it's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. Because I had a really great experience with it in theaters. I thought it was really cool.
Mhm.
It's a really cool movie. I know it had its problems. Alright? I know it has, like, honestly, one of my big issues that I don't even think you brought up is I don't like the whole Orca thing. I think that's a really stupid little MacGuffin. I think it's just like...
Oh, it is a stupid MacGuffin because it doesn't.
It's literally just there to be the plot, the moving device.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And that's my biggest problem with the movie is I'm like, I think they could have thought this out a little better. Maybe
Like
something other than a machine that makes Godzilla sounds.
makes Godzilla noises because that's what it does. By the way.
It's a blow up.
I think it's way wetter than a
Blow up. Yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to shit on this movie. I'm really not.
Mhm.
My problem is that now I have to compare this to Godzilla 2014.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look people in the eye and be like, I actually like 2014 better.
That's actually a pretty common, like, feeling I've seen about this movie. Is that like
Really?
people like 2014 better. It is more story focused. 2014. This is more monster focused, and that takes away from the story, and it shows in a lot of this movie. I don't
think it does.
You don't think it takes away from the story?
No, I think the end parts take away from the story because the.
No, I mean, sorry. I meant like the focus of the story.
No, I don't.
The focus isn't focused on the story, so the writers didn't care as much about the story. Is what I'm trying to say.
Hear me out, okay? In Godzilla -1, right?
Yeah.
A big portion of the story
Mm-hmm.
is about main character going on, like hanging out with like his ragtag boat crew.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of what happens. Almost the exact same steps happen from Godzilla -1 in this movie.
Yeah.
Think
That's what I'm
about it.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark is the main character.
Yes, Mark is the main character. You know, the similarities are there.
In Monarch.
Okay. Obviously, they're not 1-to-1. You know that. They know that.
Yeah.
You should.
But you haven't seen -1, but you should.
But you should.
It's a great movie.
It's better than this.
That's true.
Okay. That's it. I was like,
You're brother arguing this? No, that's accurate.
So it can work.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that that movie centers on that story, and this one splits that story into his part and the Emma part. And if the Emma part was just taken out, I think we could have had a solid story about just a bunch of military people trying to hunt down Godzilla using science and stuff. Or not hunt down, but like stop the monsters from happening, right? You could have just had this eco-terrorist at the beginning, right? But hear me out. Here's how I would have rewritten the story, okay?
Okay.
Everything plays out the same way up until the Antarctic scene, okay? Emma is put at gunpoint. She's not the one that does it because she wants to. She does it because they're going to kill Millie Bobby Brown, whatever.
Yes.
Okay? She does it, unleashes the monster, right? And eco-terrorist dies, okay? Now, we've gotten rid of the entire subplot with the eco-terrorist, right? And she can just come along with the team. And we can have this whole story of these two characters and Millie Bobby Brown and having a family story. The story that we missed out from 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah.
Because everyone was complaining about that, remember?
Yes.
They killed off Walter White.
They killed off Walter White.
They killed off Walter White. But that was something that people were complaining about. You remember?
Yes.
We were talking about it.
Have issues, yes.
And we could have had that story that we wanted the whole time. They don't need to get back together, but they could have come together and reconciled, and they could have become better parents for
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. And I know this would have worked because the movie makes fun of itself about how shit these people are being parents.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yes. At the end of the movie, they don't even actually even make it better. I don't think. I mean, they work together.
No, they don't.
End,
the movie ends with them just being like, "Yeah, we fucked up. That was crazy."
but, yeah, we are bad parents, right?
There's no. Oh my. Ah!
I agree. I think that would have been great.
And you would have cut down so much. You would have had all that time dedicated to actually having Millie Bobby Brown be a teenager, and we could have had all this teen angst and towards him, blah, 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 blah.
You can make some fun out of it. I agree. Anyway, on the next scene.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. How was Rodan?
Okay,
How was
that's
that
pretty.
Rodan scene?
That was pretty rad.
The Rodan scene is really cool.
I think we could. Do you want to just talk about the monster scenes here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got our hate out of it. I guess pretty much you don't have anything to say about the story, right?
Not really. It's
Yeah.
just it's the kind of thing that does ruin a movie for me. Or it doesn't ruin the movie because again that's only a third of the time. The other third of the time is hanging out with this ragtag military group.
Which are fine.
Which they're fine. They're whatever.
There's a couple characters I really like in them, but
I like Rick.
Like Rick, I like the one of the military guys.
In Transformers?
No.
Oh.
The other one. The other guy.
Mm.
I like him. He's funny.
Whatever.
Anyway, I don't remember his name.
Anyways, the point is
yeah.
that these characters, they're fine, but where this movie shines are the monster scenes.
Monsters.
I'll foot in my mouth.
Yeah.
Monster scenes in this movie are better than the scenes in Godzilla
What
2014.
What monster scenes in 2015?
I still like some of those scenes because I prefer suspense and stuff like that, but I'm also a big fan of giant monsters slamming into each other and wrestling to the death.
So how was that Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah for first fight in Antarctica?
Oh, in Antarctica? Sick.
Let's get over it.
Sorry, yes, amazing. That's where Kevin gets his head bitten off, right?
Yeah.
That's
No, that's not the Rodan scene.
Okay.
King Ghidorah wins. No, I guess he wins them both, technically. But he would have died.
It's a cool scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Godzilla comes out of the ice and it plays the Godzilla theme.
Yes.
So
fun.
when this movie first came out, right before this movie came out, they released some of the score, right? And they released 2 tracks. They released the in credits Goku Godzilla by I can't remember his name. It's a some like rapper guy. Right. But it's a remaster of Blue Oyster Cult's Goku Godzilla. Awesome. That's really super cool, right? And then they released that scene in Antarctica where Godzilla comes out. And it's, oh man, when I heard that in the car, I was in the car when it came out and I was listening to it and I was like, oh my god, they have original Godzilla music in here. And like, the score from the Godzilla movies is like half my love for this scene. Like, I love movie scores, and if a movie has a bad score, I probably won't like it. Like, I would be like, it's a good story, but the score kind of disappointing. Right?
Do you like licensed music in movies?
I don't mind it. If it works well.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any problems.
Sorry, I was just thinking
No.
myself.
But like, actually, that was one of the issues with Kong Skull Island was that the score's kind of it's fine. It's not nothing great. I don't ever go back and listen to Kong scores, right? I think it's a great movie. I think the monster parts are cool, but it actually brings it down a couple levels because nothing memorable.
Okay.
Godzilla King of Monsters. I think that's why one of the reasons I super love this movie is the score is so good. They have original Godzilla themes in there, even like the original themes to the movie, like King Ghidorah's theme. It still pays a lot of homage to the original King Ghidorah theme, and I super appreciate stuff like that. That just makes my soul happy. Yeah, and so this is the first time you hear the Godzilla theme in the movie.
And it's rad.
So
It's a rad scene. I mean, I can't. That's kind of it. I can't say anything bad about the action scenes. I got one thing. It's nitpicky, but whatever.
Which scene? We want to talk about when we get to the scene.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. But Ben McCreary did the music for this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, he also did like God of War, the PS4.
Oh no.
Game. He did both those games. He did a couple of things, but that's like the famous things he's done.
Mm.
And so he's pretty cool. I wish they brought him back for Godzilla vs. Kong. You see, that's also one of my issues with Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It all comes back to Godzilla vs. Kong.
I always will.
Alright.
But now the Rodan scene.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen. I've never been impressed by Rodan. And then just
What have you
nothing.
seen of Rodan?
Nothing.
Okay. I was like, you don't think
But
you've seen
I've never had any interest
Yeah.
to go see him. Like, he's not like a Gigan or a.
You don't see him as one of the big Godzilla monsters.
Yeah, no, he's just.
a Godzilla monster.
Not only that, but he's kind of bland compared to other Godzilla
He's a big
monsters.
pterodactyl.
He's just a big pterodactyl,
Yeah.
right?
Mothra's a big mom.
but it's got a lot of color to it.
I'm just being an asshole.
No. Trust me, that's my take on Mothra as well.
I love Mothra. I'm kidding.
But yeah, it's Rodan coming out of the volcano was pretty sweet,
Yes.
and like flying around.
I saw there's a video on it, and I super agree. I don't remember which it is or who's it by, but it says that Rodan scene is probably one of the best kaiju scenes in any kaiju movie up to that point. I think minus one beats it, but name a better kaiju scene in a movie.
I can name most of them.
Really?
There are better scenes in this movie than that one.
I don't agree. I think that is.
I actually think that's
coolest.
really
That's probably my favorite like fight scene. If you want to call it that.
where he's just flying around. Are we talking about the entire?
Yeah, the entire thing. He gets out of the volcano, flies around, fights King Ghidorah. Once he gets slammed into the water, so that's the end of the Rodan scene.
Doesn't Godzilla also join?
Godzilla comes in a little bit later. That's after they do the whole Osprey side thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's okay.
It's a great scene.
It's a good scene, but I don't think it's the best
I think it's the best
kaiju fight scene in that movie. I think
it's peak. It's where fight scenes go. That's in my opinion. Maybe I just like plain fights. I think it's really cool. I love the way Rodan has so much character in that scene too. He like smiles when he's like, "Oh, watch this, guys," and then just spins and takes them all out. Ah, so neat. And he's so fast. He's huge, but he's incredibly fast.
Yeah.
He's like flying around.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't think it's the best scene. I think that the scene afterwards, and I think the Antarctic scene is better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Disagree.
Mm-hmm. I think what's the scene after Godzilla versus King Ghidorah round one? Yeah.
It's round two. Technically.
Hmm.
Round two, and then the oxygen destroyer comes in.
Yeah, I actually like that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like Kevin gets bitten off.
Or set off. But actually, I forgot to mention this in the commentary. There's actually another post-credit scene I completely forgot about. And it's the military man, old guy, and he goes to Rio de Janeiro, the island they're on, and he buys the severed Kevin head.
He buys Kevin?
Yeah. And you see a severed King Ghidorah head. And that's where it ends. Where that leads. Find out.
Does it lead to something?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes, but we can talk about it when Godzilla vs. Kong comes.
Oh.
They literally they reference it but they reference it wrong. It's
I think I know what you're talking about.
We'll talk about it in the podcast for that.
All right.
Look out for that one. But
I think the thing you're referring to, I am looking forward to it.
whatever. You can say, I'll tell you if you're right or not. The Mechagodzilla?
No.
Which one?
I didn't want to spoil it for them.
Well, come on, guys, watch Godzilla vs. Kong. Don't be like an Austin over here.
I didn't know he was in that movie for like 2 months.
Good. Yeah, he's in the movie.
Yeah, but is it King Ghidorah?
I'll say that one.
Okay.
That's actually the only. There's a part. Mechagodzilla whole thing is actually the only part of Godzilla vs. Kong that I actually like.
Okay.
So, anyway.
We'll continue.
Um.
After the Godzilla King Ghidorah fight, they kind of retreat, chill out for a second.
A little bit. The King Ghidorah wakes up everybody.
Yes.
The monsters, and oh god. First of all, the monsters waking up seems pretty cool. Or monsters waking up around the road,
Look,
destroying stuff.
Again, this is a little part of my nitpicky stuff.
Okay.
I wish we saw more of these monsters.
That's actually a lot of big things I've heard too. Like especially like Behemoth, the big elephant guy. Everyone wants more of him.
Honestly, just more of all of them.
I agree. And actually, I listened to the book for this, the book adaptation of this movie.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like, when that scene happens,
Mhm.
there's like 3 or 4 chapters of just what happens. Like it's in the perspective of these monarch sites that these monsters are coming up, and it's actually really cool. I genuinely like. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the book because like they don't really go into it at all. It's really cool. But oh man, when Mothra comes out of that waterfall.
Yeah. Let's. I will agree that I think that part is better than your Rodan fight. Are you kidding me? The wings parting the waterfall? Are you serious?
I think it's my favorite scene in the movie, but I don't think it's my favorite like fight.
Kaiju? Well, you said kaiju moment.
Okay.
Well, I'm confused. Is it kaiju moment or fight moment?
Kaiju fight scene.
Kaiju fight scene? I still think there are better ones.
The kaiju scene is my Mothra. Because when I watched that in the theaters, I literally teared up. I thought it was like, this is like my childhood coming to fruition at this point.
Look,
and I'm like,
you know, I think Mothra's kind of whatever.
Sure.
But I will admit, that was a really cool scene.
And like she turns on the lights and then it plays the original Mothra theme in full Oh, so good.
Um,
So good.
but yeah, and then it goes into
It's when Mothra comes to the base. There's a couple like Emma scenes we don't cover those.
Oh,
When
yeah.
Mothra comes into the base and is like, "Hey guys, Godzilla's still alive," and then they're like, "Oh, Godzilla's still alive," and then they go try to do Godzilla. You should talk about that scene where they go underwater.
Okay, alright, sorry. No,
This is our first time going into the Hollow Earth too.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into that, we'll save that for the next one.
Into the Hollow Earth, we'll say that because of the podcast throws it out of the water.
And Ken Watanabe's Dr. Sarah sacrifices himself.
He does, which is I think is really cool. It's like if you think about it, like Dr. Serizawa, original character, sacrificed himself to kill Godzilla.
Sure.
Right? This Dr. Serizawa sacrificed himself to save Godzilla, and I think that's a really cool way to use that character.
I get that, but this is I don't like lazy writing, and well, go with me here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when characters needlessly sacrifice themselves.
He was the only one willing to do it
Why did they have to send somebody to do it?
because the missiles were. They had a missile. Their plan was to shoot a missile out, but then it was damaged when it crashed into the rocks.
So they had a bunch of drones. We saw them have drones earlier,
Well,
like flying drones. That they
I'm
could-
assuming it has something to do with the drones can't launch a missile one, and they also can't set off a
So
missile.
Dr. Sauersauer can launch a missile?
Yeah,
the human?
Press the code. The robots can't press codes.
It was on a timer.
You had to put the timer on.
Put the timer on for a little longer. Who are you, Divatox?
3 seconds. That's all you get.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
You see what I
do.
have to work with?
But the point is that I think killing off characters.
Okay.
I have a couple issues. Falling by rubble. Needless sacrificing. Or like someone is like taking off, right?
Okay.
And they're like, no, you must go without me. I will stay here
Oh,
instead.
yeah.
Those three things, as soon as those happen, a point is taken from the movie. They genuinely piss me off so much.
Okay, so what if they gave an explanation?
And all three of them happened in this movie.
What if they gave an explanation where the drones couldn't launch the missile? And
If they
Yeah,
said
yeah.
something, I wouldn't be fine, but they didn't. They literally said, alright, who wants to go fucking nuke?
But no, they said,
Daddy
hey,
G!
this really sucks. We can't launch a missile. And that's when Ken Watanabe is like, I'll go pilot a thing myself and I'll...
Exactly. Someone should have been like, no, we have drones for that because the nuke is the size of...
This like
table.
scout drones. They don't have ways of carrying equipment. I don't know. Like
Yes, they do! We saw them in the movie!
carrying flashlights. That's all they were supposed to be doing.
What? No!
What drone carried anything?
Hold on. I'm trying to remember what
Okay.
scene it's in.
Okay.
But there's like, it launches like 3 drones or something.
Yeah.
They go flying around.
Mm-hmm. With cameras and flashlights.
Why can't those drones carry a small nuke? If Dr. Serizawa can do it, there's no reason that the tiny helicopters can't
Why
do it.
can't my Roomba carry my nuke? Oh, because a Roomba wasn't designed to do that.
It's not a Roomba! It's
That's what I'm saying. It's a Roomba. It's not designed to do those things. Why isn't my Roomba doing my dishes?
Have you tried?
How do you try? Did you even ask if it can? You didn't even try.
You put it in the sink.
You literally, in this scenario, you just went, fuck it, leave the dishes.
Bold of you to assume a Roomba can't do your dishes. Use paper plates and throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
He's doing your
Just
dishes!
throw the paper plates away.
No.
No.
You got checkmated.
Wasting money.
Oh my god.
You realize though it
Look,
could be a simple modification and the drone
Maybe.
could carry the nuke.
If they had just put in a quick line of like,
I agree.
we don't have any drones, or we can't.
This is more of my headcanon at this point to explain this way.
Now I'm gonna give you headcanon.
But him sacrifice himself is.
Yes, it is cool. I'm not trying to diss on the scene. I'm trying to diss on the logic of the scene, which is a problem that this movie has all over the place. Look, I get it. It's dumb. See, here's the thing. You hate it when Godzilla movies will be like, it's the dumb Godzilla movie where you turn your brain off and you're able to. Listen, you've said this to me before, but this movie treats itself like a dumb Godzilla movie where you turn your brain
I
off.
just don't agree. I know I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite, right? Because I know in the next podcast we're gonna be opposite here, and I'll be like, this movie's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. The story's bad, and I hate all the main characters. Right? Which is what you're saying.
I don't hate all the main characters.
More Jordan.
But yes.
So I understand I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite. But this movie is not hard for me to be like, oh, they probably just didn't mention this thing that happened. Very simple. Those drones can't carry the thing. What other plot holes are there in the movie that you can think of?
You don't want this
No,
to happen.
what are the plot holes?
Literally all of Emma's plans!
Emma's plan is just stupid. It's not a plot hole, she's just dumb.
There are so many plot holes in her fucking plan, it's not even funny. Listen,
She's just stupid.
where did she get the detonators to free King Ghidorah?
The eco-terrorists had them. He's an eco-terrorist. Why can't he get detonators?
Also, how did he know about King Ghidorah?
Because Emma approached him about
How did she know about it? They said it was new.
She's like, she hired everybody in the room that's in the base.
No, she didn't.
That's what they said. They said, oh, Emma probably hired everybody in here. She's very top tier monarch.
Huh?
They did, I promise. Trust me.
It's been too long. I can't help it.
Okay.
I promise they said that.
Okay, alright,
She's
fine.
very high tier monarch. She would know about King Monster Zero.
Fine. Alright. Still,
most of the plot holes in this movie I can explain away very easily. The issue with my Godzilla vs. Kong's plot holes is that they don't even try to put any hints or anything in there at all. They're just like, yeah, it's just a portal to another world. Sure, which I'll explain that. You'll find out what that means later. But you know what I mean. They are completely ridiculous with it, and it's just like, oh, we didn't really care about the writing. We just wanted Godzilla fight monkey, and I can appreciate the Godzilla fight monkey parts. They're pretty cool. The Godzilla fight monkey parts are pretty neat. This movie at least tries. I appreciate that. It fails on some parts. I'll give you that. But I think it tries, and I can give it points for that.
you want to go to the end?
Sure.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's get to the final battle.
Godzilla gets nuked. He's like,
Oh!
he's like, let's fucking go!
Yes,
I
and then
have the power!
it plays the other Godzilla theme.
Yeah.
Oh, when he gets out of the water, so cool. I love that.
Da, 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 da.
When I was at the theater, I told you about this. When I was at the theater, my whole family knows I've been obsessed with Godzilla my entire life, right? And when it played, like the da-da-da, da-da-da, oh gosh, my entire family, I had like 7 people with me, they all turned and just look at me. And I'm sitting there with the biggest little smile on my face. I'm like, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big nerd. I loved it.
Honestly, that makes me happy that your family's important. Look, I'm glad you had a good time. That's not what I'm doing.
Since
I am a critic.
I know. Since watching this, I
am
have
a
half my
critic.
issues with it. I don't hold it as high as I did when I first watched it. I definitely am like, okay, well, maybe I was just in the moment there, right? But, yeah, that seems cool. Let me get into the final battle.
Okay, so.
We're Millibug Brown needs. We got to put Millibug around, and she running away from her mom for some
Oh,
reason.
right. So, anyways.
Next.
And then we get to Godzilla storming into the city with King
with the
Ghidorah.
planes behind him.
Yeah, which was amazing. I kind of wanted them just to play some kind of American, anything American themed song.
Yes.
It would have made.
But they
my
played
day.
Godzilla's theme song during that.
Don't get me wrong, it's great, but I was just like, fuck.
America.
America.
Yeah. Super cool.
And
love it.
and
Good fight.
then they fight, and it's a cool fight.
Mm-hmm.
Good fight.
I think they cut away from it a little bit too much, in my opinion, compared to like other fights they had in the movie.
I agree.
Especially at this point, you're actually getting tired of these characters. You're like, ugh.
Let's also be fair. That is a lot to animate.
I get it.
Especially for
I understand.
Ghidorah.
It'd probably be
But no, I also agree. They did cut
They cut
away too much.
A little too much. It almost feels like 2014 at that point, but not quite as bad. But then Mothra shows up.
And then Mothra shows up, and then
They fight King Ghidorah together for a second.
yeah, and then Rodan.
And then Rodan shows up.
I just
I'm creaming my pants.
Yeah. There's this 4-way monster fight. I might as well have my fucking toys like this, and it's fucking.
And then Rodan slams Mothra into the buildings. And
then fucking Rodan just starts fucking butt fucking. Sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
You didn't mean it.
Yeah. And then the big thing is that Mothra sacrificed herself. Very
it's a classic
sad.
Mothra thing to do. She does that quite often.
She should stop doing that.
She's not good for her health.
Not good for her health. I did like the scene where Mothra just like crawls on Godzilla's back.
I got you.
Hey, buddy.
You doing all right?
You doing all right, Chip? They have never met.
There's history with them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it that kind of history?
I don't know. They don't talk about it. I don't think they can mate. I think Godzilla would kill Mothra. He's much bigger.
That is true. You see Mothra's tiny body.
She's very petite, and Godzilla's XXL.
I'm just thinking of the one meme right now.
Listen.
What comes to mind?
I'm stealing a joke from a different podcast.
Okay.
But I want to mention it here. It's from the Escape Pod. Okay? His buddy, Brett, text him. He's like, Tinkerbell, smash? And he's like, what?
What?
Yes? No? Why? Text back, Tinkerbell is just a fleshlight with attitude. And now...
Yeah?
Okay.
So, Mothra, fleshlight with attitude.
Moving on. Mothra dies. Godzilla, he gets
Anyway, Mothra dies. Yeah.
unrelated.
Then, big important scene. Emma sacrifices herself.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
God!
Not only did she do the no, you must go on without me, but then she also dies by rubble. I was like, thank you. This is my two least favorite ways to kill a character.
Yeah. You know what? I can't even like fight you on that as a redemption thing, because in the score, the track of her doing that is called Redemption. So,
Which, by the way, does not redeem herself.
Nah.
You don't see
it's
Thanos
just the
getting a
consequences
redemption
of her
arc.
actions.
This is dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Third, this movie is stupid.
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah.
But then Godzilla comes back.
But then Godzilla comes back, and he's all red, he's all roided up, and he's like, fuck, beat me hard! And then he fucking...
Just melts everything around him. Oh, it's so cool.
It is really fucking rad. I don't know how it works.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, I don't care. That was the point where I was like,
Godzilla just has powers he hasn't used yet. I mean, the next movie, in Godzilla X Kong, you can see in the trailer, he like uses his atomic breath to actually do like a pulse and shoots out around him. It was actually a classic Godzilla movie. He actually used that in the series.
Which trailer?
yeah.
In the newer one.
I haven't seen the most recent one. Though.
Yeah, he does like a blast around him.
I don't know.
I don't know what he uses it for. I just saw that he does it. So.
Anyways, that's where, and you know what's crazy? They're just watching him do that.
Mhm.
He does like the roar.
Yeah.
All the monsters show
Monsters
up.
come around. Really cool.
And then,
I would love to see more of those monsters in the next movie.
and that's where the movie ends.
Yep.
It was as anticlimactic as I just said it.
Doesn't it make you excited for the next movie? What could they do with it? There's monsters.
I bet there's gonna be a giant monkey.
Maybe.
This movie's so good.
It's a good movie. I think it lays a cool platform for the rest of the series. Okay, now like the Monsterverse now is expanded. I mean, not only do you have Kong and all those guys, but now you have a bunch of you have dozens of other monsters in the world now. What is it gonna do with them? You know, it's crazy.
I know you have a rant saved up for it.
Oh, we'll save that for the next one.
Okay. Other than that, look, I want to close off. I know I dogged on this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. I think it's good. I just think that
You really hate an aspect of this movie.
it really did. It bothered me. It was not only the worst part. It wasn't even like laughably bad.
Mm.
It was boring.
Yeah, there's a lot of points in the movie, especially having watched it a bunch of times, and I'm like, okay, now get the next monster fight.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this scene, now get the next monster fight.
Like,
I get it.
like the down time in Pacific Rim, for example.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it.
Yes, but they're likable characters.
And they're likable characters, and it's paced
Mm-hmm.
way better.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Is that the scenes are
pacing.
Yeah. You know what I think we should do?
Yeah.
Besides that,
Okay.
I think we should do number scores
Sure.
of properties.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Okay.
You want to do this? We haven't done it for everything else, so
Yes, we'll start here.
could you put up a poster and then our number?
And then, yeah.
A number? Okay. And then for like me and then yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We can do an average score.
And then have an average here?
Sure.
Okay. Can you want to do everything we've done so far?
No, we'll just do Godzilla.
Okay.
Monsters.
Okay.
They'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll survive.
Okay.
Alright. You want to go first or me go first?
You go first. You love this movie. You wrap it up. What do you think?
I think it's a 7 out of 10. I think it definitely brings it, like, the pacing brings it down. I think Emma as a character brings it down. I don't think Millie Bobby Brown's that bad. I don't think she kind of just doesn't bring it up or down. She's very neutral.
But the problem is that she just doesn't do anything.
She doesn't do anything. But doesn't...
Why is she?
whatever.
But the point is, why is she there?
Well, she's Millie Bobby Brown. She's probably at this point in time.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh, well.
The fact that you said that makes me more mad.
Oh, well. I think it's a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. Yeah.
I don't want to do too hard math. I'm just gonna say like a 6.
6 out of 10.
Yeah. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2014 is slightly better. I think it has things that I like in Tokusatsu,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Godzilla 2014 is a movie that I enjoy more.
That's good. So 6.5 out of 10 is
Your
overall score.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Finn,
I can live.
for curiosity's sake, what would you give it?
6 as well.
Okay.
6.
Alright. Other than that, you got anything else on it?
I think we're good.
I am excited to see Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong.
Yes, I'm actually excited to see Godzilla X Kong more than I think I should be.
Yeah.
I just want to see what they're doing with it. Honestly,
Right,
I'm just intrigued to see like what they're going with this. Is
Yeah.
what I'm like. I'm
I'm
like,
excited and scared. All the
I'm
same
like,
time.
I want to know what you're doing, but based on the last one I saw,
Yeah, hopefully it's not out by the time this comes out, but it might be out by the time this comes out.
And but
it should.
It should be out.
It comes out this month.
Yes.
Yes.
But I mean, if we really rock this one.
yeah. The point is that the next Godzilla review that you will see, we're going to do a double review. We're going to do a review for Godzilla X Kong and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yep. We'll have him watch that before we watch the Godzilla X Kong.
Yes, obviously. Other than that,
confused.
yeah. Other than that, you got anything else?
Nope. All good.
Patreon.com/Tokunommentaries.
Link in the description.
This is where you can find all of our commentary tracks and all that stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Join the Discord too, where we can continue the chats and stuff like that, and we talk about all things Godzilla and other things Tokusatsu
Yes.
and stuff like that.
And tell us in the comments what you liked and hated about Godzilla King of Monsters. I'd like to hear. I like to hear other takes, even if they're bad.
You're bad. You got anything else?
No, we're okay.
Alright, that's it from us, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.